good, everybody? Clint the Franchise back here with episode number 2 of the life of a full-time reseller. Let's see, last week I focused mostly on just introduction, who I was pretty much. Episode 2 right now, I figured I'd start more into liquidations, to what I really do for a living right now in order to become a reseller. There's many avenues you can take to become a reseller. You can be a picker and go out and find stuff. Or like I choose, which I used to be the picker type, but then I learned how to be a liquidator, and it's so much easier. Pretty much you buy the product and it comes to me. It's so much easier, and it's guaranteed product. You don't have those times when you just don't find anything where out there picking, because there's going to be times you just don't find much out there picking, and you're just praying that you have enough left over from previous picks to make money in order to live on. But as somebody who deals purely in liquidations now, if I need product, I go buy it. It's too easy. So I'm going to dive a little bit into a little bit of a lifestyle of what it is to be a liquidator, and we'll show you kind of at the liquidation kind of a warehouse, what a load can look like, go more in depth and just to that lifestyle. So I will talk to you soon. Hey, what up, guys? I'm here shooting vlog number 2 of the life of a full-time reseller. Right here I am at the Liquidation Warehouse, one of my places I go to get my product. And I usually have to wait about an hour or so before my product will come out, and it comes out in pallet form. Sometimes it's in boxes on pallets, sometimes it's just like a big watermelon kind of a box on a pallet. It all varies. Let me show you a little pan shot of what's going on out there. Here's everybody else. There we go. I'll get some more footage of when my load actually comes out. You can kind of see what goes on. But this liquidation place I'm currently at is my favorite one, where I get items at about 10% of the MSRP, which is just insane, with just an ungodly amount of profit on every pallet that I purchase. But quality of product here is good. But the catch is, each liquidation company, they have several different vendors who supply them stuff. Like, let's say if a liquidation company, they might have liquidation sent to them by Best Buy, Kmart, and Target. And then let's say Target stuff might be kind of iffy. It's usually not, though. But like, that's, I mean, different example. Home Depot, their stuff's absolute crap. Their returns are usually returns and broken crap. So you have to, but they never sell it under the name Home Depot. They'll use some code name like liquidation _ resale 1. And actually that means it's Home Depot selling through a third party to liquidate. And that's what a lot of people do. My favorite stuff that I buy is all returns from Amazon. Their company name, it took me several thousands of dollars to find them, but I found them. And Amazon's liquidations are the best in the business, because I'd say 90% of them are still brand new. Customers just return stuff just because. The worst companies to buy from is, I'll go ahead and give out some tips, is a company called TechXS, TechExess, TechXS. They deal with all returns from Sears and Sears and Best Buy. If you get lucky and it is Best Buy stuff through TechXS, you'll do okay. If it's Sears returns, it's junk. Do not waste your money. So if you see a company called TechXS through a liquidation like third-party place, run away, because you got a 50-50 chance of getting decent stuff or absolute trash. I found out the hard way. but I cannot release the name of who Amazon sells through on liquidation, because I probably spent 20-25 grand until I found them, and they're my primary resource that I use. But yeah, sorry about that. Maybe eventually I'll release the name of Amazon if I ever move on from liquidation to something else. But right now, 95% of my business is liquidation, and it can be very expensive and very profitable. Trust me. But I'll give you some more footage once my stuff gets here, and I'll kind of show you what's going on. Well, guys, little problem. This is the life of a full-time reseller. They only brought out 1 pallet of my stuff. The other 3, they forgot to schedule. So I have to come back here in a few days to pick up those 3 pallets. So it's a bunch of crap that their mistake is going to cost me time and money. But this is the life of a full-time reseller. You're seeing firsthand problems that can arise. When I get to my flea market, I'll show you the back of the truck, what exactly I got off this first pallet. I just want to get out of here because I'm kind of mad about this, because they only had 25% of my stuff pulled and ready to pick up. They screwed up, so I have to be the one to pay for it. But I'll show a little shooting here of my stuff in just a couple minutes. For you, it'll be right now. We're looking at the back of my truck now. This is what I actually got from the liquidation. This was 1 pallet worth of stuff. Some TVs. Like this box here is full of good stuff. Another TV. And another TV, another box full of stuff. So this was 1 pallet of merchandise. And I was expecting to get 4, but I got screwed on that. But this is 1. Good news today, everybody. Yesterday, during my pickup, everybody heard about how I kind of got screwed on my pallets. I only got 1 out of my 4. And, well, I got notified today from the transportation director at the liquidation company that I was going through that since they screwed up, that they're actually going to send my other 3 pallets to me, UPS freight, today. And they should be hopefully at my doorstep tomorrow. And I told them, I was like, well, that is awesome, because sending 3 skids UPS freight with a dock lift truck, that's going to cost them probably a few $100. So they made the problem right. I didn't throw a big fit or anything about it, because, I mean, I've been going there to that company for a few years now, and this is the first ever problem that I've had. And everybody there, the employees are all cool. I'm cool with them. So I wasn't like all upset or pissed at them personally. Of course, the scheduler, who I've never met, is the one who actually screwed up. But I know the transportation director, Jessica, she hooked me up, shipping in to me UPS freight. That's expensive. But so I have a good little update. So far this vlog needs a lot more content. I think I'm gonna do some more just opening up some of these liquidation boxes that I get, kind of show you the kind of stuff, what's inside of them, because I've actually gotten some feedback about that. People want to know what's in these boxes, so I'm gonna show you some. I don't think I'm going to have any flea market footage this week, because it doesn't really change much, you know. So trying to keep this fresh, so let me show you some more about the liquidation reseller lifestyle. Just got a phone call from a UPS truck driver. They are on their way with my missing skids, so that is awesome. Guy said he'd be here in about 10-15 minutes. I've never had a UPS driver. I guess this is actually like a truck, like a one of those big ones. I've never had a UPS driver before call me ahead of time and say, hey, are you going to be home? So that's awesome. But it does look like my liquidation company footed the bill, and they really did send my pallets out next day delivery, UPS freight. They spent some money on that. That's just crazy. So these companies, as a full-time reseller, you take care of them, buy their stuff, be a consistent buyer with them, treat them nice whenever you're there, and whenever there's a screw up and it's their fault, boom, they take care of you. Just being nice to people goes a long way. This is proof that they didn't have to do this for me, but they did, and that's awesome. So I'm heading downstairs now, hopefully to meet this UPS guy around the same time. So I just got my pallet delivered, and it is in my garage. Of course, when the guy got here, it started freaking raining, as always. But yeah, I helped him out, helped him push it up my driveway. But here we go, here's the pallet, straight from liquidation. 4, 8, 12, a grand total of 14 boxes. What's kind of nice about my boxes, like here's a box that tells me what's in it. Home goods, bed and bath. And this one, you got office supplies. You know, here you got one is full of toys and games, bed and bath, and so on. So it's nice to kind of label what's in the boxes. So whenever you sort these things, you can sort them by, you know, what's in the box. Makes it a little bit easier to go through stuff. But here's the pallet. The shipping charge, this thing was $106.88. I did not have to pay for. The Liquidation Warehouse paid for it themselves since it was their screw up. So my product is here. It is time to go through this stuff. I'll give you a shot of what's in some of these boxes. Back inside, guys, I am going to run down to the UPS store. I've got some boxes to take to UPS. All these are full of Amazon items that I'm shipping out. Let's see, I don't want to release my address, but I can't show the labels. But yeah, these are full of Amazon items where I've gone through my liquidation boxes last week, and this is what you got to do. You got to go through, make a manifest, and ship everything up, print off labels provided by Amazon, and then ship them off and wait for the money to flow in. There we go. I'm going to show you a few things. Like, here's one of the boxes. It's very, very large box. It's like a 40 by 22 by 17. Very good size box. And here's just some random stuff that you can find inside of these boxes. Take a look, take a look. You're pulling some of this stuff out from this liquidation. It's like bam. Well, everything's falling. Everything's shifting. Like here you got yourself a Black & Decker hard surface sweeper. I actually sold them in my flea market for around 50. These retail, I think, at 85. I've never had one that did not work yet. Then you pull this out more. You got a brand new thing of clean classic food wrap. That's still factory sealed. So like this, I'll send it to Amazon and get full price out of that bad boy. Not sure how much it sells for, but it can't be cheap. And of course, you'll get stuff like this, loose stuff, a fan motor, and so on. You got let's see. Here you've got kind of a Kohler thing. Let's see what's in this. This one sounds like this might have been a store return. Might have been used. Okay, it's just a shower faucet. Looks like it was installed. So like this, I'll have to go through and check, make sure all the pieces are there. Make sure it's all good to go. But let's give a little bit of a closer look of this box. You know, you've got a pump there, some hose, more Briggs and Stratton stuff. You've got another Black & Decker leaf blower. You know, it could be all kinds of random stuff in these boxes. But my favorite boxes are the toys, because you can get some pretty cool stuff, and toys are my top seller. So we'll wrap this up for this week. I was just going to give you just a small little introduction to liquidation, kind of what you can get from this stuff. And I will definitely go more in depth with liquidation, like a lot more in depth. So look forward to that. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to my channel, like this video, and as always, have a good one. Episode 3 next Sunday.